People ask me every day that I'm not Hispanic, how did you ever start up all these Spanish stations? And what happened was back in 2009, 2010, we were allotted another frequency that we could increase the power and move right into Hartford. And, we were driving around, Brian Ram and Matt Chase and I were, and we knew we were getting the station, and we said to ourselves, Hispanic. The Spanish population was hungry for an FM Spanish station, and the more we drilled into the listeners and how they were tech savvy and family friendly, it just became a better and better story to tell. And we ended up not knowing Spanish, launching the station, and the Hispanic community has been warm and welcoming. And I'd love to introduce my Bomba on-air staff, the guy that's been playing all the music, DJ Matrix. He wakes up everybody every single morning, has a tremendous amount of enthusiasm. I don't know how he gets all the phone calls he does on the air, but he resonates with the Hispanic market and does a great job. Also, Gene Cadet does an unbelievable job on the air, promotions, setup. And then this guy you got to watch out for, Hector El Nene. He's our afternoon DJ. He's been with the station almost since day one. And he does a great job too. Also, there's a lot of you out there that are looking for answers and help when it comes to Hispanic marketing. And we've got a little form right here. If you're inspired, if you think that the Hispanic market is something that you want to tap into, and when I show you the numbers, it's overwhelming that it's time to have an Hispanic strategy. Fill out the form. We'll do a one-on-one assessment in your business. We'll come out there. We'll also develop a complete campaign and a commercial, and it's all without obligation because you're here today. It's all free, and we'd love to help you out and grow your share of the Hispanic population. All right, let's go into the numbers because everyone likes numbers, and really numbers are where it begins and ends. Right here we have all of the counties in Connecticut: Fairfield, Hartford, New Haven, New London, etc. The first column is the Hispanic growth from 1990 to the year 2000. So in Fairfield County, Hispanic population grew by 48%. And the unbelievable news is that the next decade, 2000 to 2010, it grew again by 48%. And when I see growth like this, I get really excited because there's got to be a business model to monetize it. In Hartford County, 38%, and again 38%. So this is over a 20-year period, the two censuses, we've had back-to-back heavy double-digit growth. And New Haven, 63% from 1990 to 2000. And then again, another 56%. So we have a total of 129,000 Hispanics. But here's the other thing. These numbers are all 5 years old. So there is more Hispanics than what we, unfortunately, the censuses are only every 5 years. So we really have 500,000 Hispanics in Connecticut, according to the U.S. Census. But if you look at the momentum and the growth, if that is continued, as I believe it has been for the last 5 years, we actually have 600,000, or 20% of the state of Connecticut is Hispanic. And as marketers, we can't ignore those numbers. This is city by city. And I also included what we feel is, 2015 projections. In Hartford, it's 43%, Waterbury 31%, but if you add on, if the growth is consistent with what it has been for the last 20 years, Hartford is at 55% Hispanic, and that is a huge opportunity. Waterbury 38%, Meriden 36%, Bridgeport 47%, New Haven 34%, New London 35%, and Springfield 49%. So that's a lot of people, and it's pretty exciting. Who are these Hispanics and where did they come from? 80% of them came from Puerto Rico, 3% Mexico, 1% Cuban. That's why it's very important when it comes to translating a commercial in your advertising that you do it with the style of Puerto Rican. Because sometimes there are different meanings for different words, and that you use, the Puerto Rican origin. And here's the wonderful thing: if you end up taking this opportunity and growing it in your business, this could be a boom, because let's face it, Connecticut has not been growing overall. It's really the Hispanics that offer any growth opportunity at all. The other exciting statistic is the huge Hispanic buying power. In Connecticut, their buying power is $13.4 billion, an increase of 481% since 1990. And there's a great article that we included in your packet from Automotive News, and the automobile industry does more research on consumers and trends than any other industry, and you'll learn that 1 out of 5 Lexuses are being sold to Hispanics. So they're growing in numbers, and their buying power is really growing. They say, what's the success of advertising? Advertising is success is achieved by doing a few things thousands of times, not thousands of different things a few times. When you go into Home Depot, they've had bilingual signage for years. I remember the first time I went in Home Depot, and it's one of the first times I saw bilingual signage, and I remember going away with, wow, that's I hadn't seen that before. That was like 20, 25 years ago. Mitt Romney admits that he lost the election because he didn't resonate with Hispanic voters. So there's kind of some lessons to be learned from all of this. So the numbers are growing, the buying power is growing. So we have an excellent lineup of panelists today, and they're great friends of the radio station. And they have a lot of, they're on the front lines. They've seen the Hispanic growth themselves. And we've got some great panelists today and a surprise guest, too.
Bomba FM, variedad explosiva.
Bomba, boom, 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 boom.